Welcome to my channel, Official History of Coins, the fascinating world of modern American coinage, to uncover 4 extraordinary 1-cent pieces. These are not your everyday pocket change. Each coin represents a pinnacle of rarity, a story of minting intrigue, and a substantial financial prize for collectors. Let's get started. The 1979 LincolnCent occupies a fascinating and somewhat paradoxical niche in American numismatics, representing both the commonplace and the exceptional. While billions of its counterparts entered circulation, a specific ultra-rare variety of this coin has ascended to legendary status among collectors, commanding prices that rival those of classic rarities. Its appeal lies not in age, but in the convergence of a dramatic minting error and the survival of a specimen in unparalleled condition, transforming a modern issue into a premier object of desire. This coin exemplifies how a sudden flaw in the mechanical process can create an artifact of immense value, making it a cornerstone for specialists in modern era coinage and a trophy piece for any advanced collection, with demand consistently outstripping the infinitesimal supply. Historically, this coin originates from the final years of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, struck at the Denver Mint amidst high-volume production meant for everyday commerce. The year 1979 itself was unremarkable for the cent, with no special commemorative intent, which makes the emergence of its rarest variety so extraordinary. This context of mass production underscores the sheer improbability of such a significant error escaping detection, as the Mint's quality control measures were geared toward handling billions of coins. The coin is a silent witness to a fleeting moment of mechanical failure in a vast, efficient system, a tangible glitch in the otherwise standardized output of a major minting facility, giving a unique story that transcends its nominal face value. The unique feature that defines this coin is a dramatic and clear DoubledDie obverse, DDO, error, particularly pronounced on the date, and the inscription, "In God We Trust." This results in a stark, shadowy doubling that is visible to the naked eye, a characteristic far more severe than the minor doubling seen on some other years. On the highest grade examples, every obverse design element exhibits this duplication with remarkable crispness. Furthermore, the most valuable specimens possess pristine, original mint luster, often with vibrant, rainbow-tone toning that has developed over decades of careful preservation. The combination of a dramatic error and superlative eye appeal creates a numismatic spectacle. Rarity for the 1979 DDDO is absolute. It is considered one of the key modern error coins. While a handful of examples are known, those in mint state 65 or higher grades are counted on one hand. The error likely occurred early in the production run and was quickly corrected, with most effective coins being melted or culled. The survival of any example, let alone one in gem condition, is a minor miracle. This scarcity is the primary driver of its status, as condition census examples are essentially unavailable on the open market for years at a time, creating a tense and competitive environment whenever one surfaces. Market value for a certified 1979 DDDO in MS 65 red or higher is substantial, firmly placing it in the realm of serious collectors and investors. A specimen grading MS 66 red, for instance, represents one of the finest known and would command a price approaching $5,500 or more in a competitive auction setting. Even lower graded but still uncirculated examples trade for several $1,000s, with prices scaling exponentially with each incremental point on the grading scale. This valuation reflects not only its rarity, but also the growing market for premium modern errors, which are seen as a distinct and investable asset class within numismatics. For collectors pursuing this rarity, certification by either PGS or NGC is non-negotiable. It authenticates both the error and the condition, providing security and liquidity. Acquiring such a coin requires patience and deep engagement with a numismatic network, major national auctions, established ErrorCoin specialists, and relationships within advanced collecting societies are the most likely avenues. When examining a potential purchase, One should prioritize the strength and visual impact of the doubling and the quality of the surfaces, as these aesthetic factors significantly influence value alongside the technical grade. Proper storage in an inert, climate-controlled environment is essential to preserve its critical color and luster. In conclusion, the ultra-rare 1979 DoubledDie obverse stands as a modern numismatic masterpiece, a compelling fusion of industrial accident and breathtaking preservation. It offers historical significance as a flaw in a monolithic minting process, aesthetic intrigue through its pronounced doubling and superb surface quality, and formidable financial value driven by extreme scarcity. This coin captivates both error specialists and general collectors, serving as a powerful reminder that profound rarity can emerge from the most ordinary of origins. Its trajectory suggests continued appreciation, solidifying its position as a blue chip holding in the realm of 20th century American coinage. Next coin within the vast sea of modern LincolnCents, the 1981 issue holds a singular and prestigious position, not for its base circulation strikes, but for the extraordinary rarity and beauty of its proof specimens, particularly those struck at the San Francisco Mint. The intense collector focus falls on the 1981 proof cent, an example of which, in the pinnacle grade of PR 70 Deep Cameo, stands as one of the greatest modern numismatic achievements. Its appeal is multifaceted, rooted in its flawless perfection, profound scarcity in the highest tier, and its status as a first-year issue of a new composition. For specialists in modern proof coinage and registry set competitors, acquiring such a coin represents the ultimate conquest, driving consistent and elevated market demand for the few examples that exist. The historical context of the 1981 cent is defined by a pivotal transition in American coinage. It was the first year the 1-cent coin was minted primarily from copper-plated zinc, a cost-saving measure that ended the long-standing use of a 95% copper alloy. This change, driven by the rising cost of raw materials, makes the 1981 cent a historical bookmark. Interestingly, the San Francisco Mint, dedicated solely to proof coinage for collectors that year, still struck its proofs on the traditional copper planchets, creating a subtle but significant link to the past. Thus, the 1981 proof cent embodies both the dawn of a new metallic era for circulation coins and the final echo of the older, richer composition in a special collector format, cementing its importance in the series narrative. The unique feature of the premier 1981 proof cent is its breathtaking visual presentation when preserved in pristine condition. Design elements remain familiar. The Victor David Brenner obverse, and the Frank Gasparo reverse depicting the Lincoln Memorial, but the execution is what captivates. A perfect proof, 70 deep cameo specimen exhibits immaculate, mirror-like fields that are absolutely free of any imperfections, contrasted with intensely frosted sculptural devices on both sides. This dramatic black and white effect, known as cameo contrast, is exceptionally sharp on these early 1980s proofs. The coin's surfaces show no contact marks or hairlines, even under 5x magnification, and it often retains its original vibrant, reddish copper hue, a testament to immediate and impeccable preservation. Rarity for the 1981 proof cent is not about the overall mintage, but about condition rarity. While over 4 million proofs were struck, the number that survived without a single microscopic blemish is astonishingly low. Coins grading PR 70, the pinnacle of perfection, represent a minute fraction of the population, often with fewer than a dozen examples so certified by leading services. This scarcity is compounded by the fact that many proofs were originally opened, handled, or stored in ways that induced minute imperfections. Consequently, a true gem that has never been disturbed, often encapsulated within its original U.S. Mint packaging since the day of purchase, is a numismatic unicorn of the modern era. Market value for a 1981 LincolnCent in PR 70 Deep Cameo reflects its elite status. Current valuations for such a coin can confidently reach approximately $4,800 to $5,200 in private treaty sales between advanced collectors. Public auction results have consistently reinforced this range, with prices heavily influenced by the strength of the cameo contrast and the originality of its color. This valuation starkly contrasts with proofs in lower grades, which are common and inexpensive, highlighting the immense premium placed on absolute perfection. The market for such coins is driven by registry-set competition, where collectors vie for the top-ranked examples, ensuring sustained demand whenever a high-population specimen becomes available. Collecting tips for this coin center on verification and provenance. Purchasing should only be considered if the coin is encapsulated by either PGS or NGC, with the prestigious PR 70 DCM designation clearly displayed. Collectors should examine the certification labels for any notable comments, such as red color designation, and verify the population data to understand the coin's standing relative to others graded. Acquiring such a key piece typically involves monitoring major auction houses specializing in moderns or building relationships with dealers who focus on top-tier registry-set material. Storage is simple but crucial. The certified holder should be kept in a stable, dry environment, away from direct sunlight, which could potentially alter its pristine surfaces over decades. In conclusion, the 1981's proof cent in its highest attainable grade transcends its modest denomination to become a masterpiece of modern minting artistry and preservation. It holds historical significance as a first-year type coin of the zinc era, aesthetic brilliance through its profound cameo contrast and flawless surfaces, and formidable investment merit due to its extreme condition rarity. This coin appeals to the purist who appreciates technical perfection, the historian who values its transitional role, and the strategist building a world-class collection. Its future appreciation seems secure, underpinned by its permanent status as a benchmark for quality within the Lincoln Proof series and its undeniable allure as one of the finest examples of its kind ever produced. Second coin among the complex landscape of modern American coinage, the 1982 LincolnCent stands as a paramount figure of intrigue and significant value, not for a singular version, but for a specific and critical transitional error. The most coveted of these is the 1982 LincolnCent struck on a copper, 95% copper, 5% zinc, planchet, but bearing the D mint mark and the small date obverse design. This coin is a profound numismatic anomaly, a WrongPlanchet error of the highest order that represents a fleeting mistake during a year of monumental change. Its allure stems from its embodiment of a precise historical crossroad, combined with an extreme rarity that captivates error specialists and series completists alike, creating a fervent and competitive market for the handful of confirmed specimens. Historically, 1982 was a year of unprecedented turmoil for the cent, as the U.S. Mint transitioned mid-year from the traditional copper alloy to a copper-plated zinc core to reduce production costs. This resulted in 7 distinct major varieties for the year across 3 mints, involving both large date and small date obverse designs on both types of metal. The Denver Mint was producing cents in both compositions, and for a brief period, the old copper planchets, intended for the earlier striking period, erroneously found their way into presses calibrated for the new zinc-based coins. This created a coin that was never supposed to exist, a Denver-minted, small-date cent in the obsolete, heavier copper format, making it a tangible artifact of a logistical and manufacturing overlap during a historic monetary shift. The unique features of this error are both subtle and profound. Visually, it mirrors the standard 1982 small date cent in design, with a more compact and refined date font compared to the large date variety. The true distinction is physical. It possesses the weight of 3.11 grams and the solid, bronze-like color and ring of a pre-1982 copper cent, unlike the lighter 2.5-gram zinc-based coins that became standard. In mint state condition, the coin exhibits the rich, warm luster characteristic of the older alloy, a quality absent in its zinc counterparts. This combination of the correct, modern design with the archaic metallic composition is what defines its uniqueness, a silent but heavy testament to its accidental creation. Rarity for the 1982 D copper small date cent is extreme, with only a very small number of examples authenticated, estimated to be fewer than 20 specimens in total. This scarcity surpasses that of many classic 19th century rarities in terms of absolute numbers available to collectors. Its condition is paramount. While any confirmed example is valuable, those preserved in mint state 64 or higher grades are considered pinnacle treasures of modern error coinage. The survival of any such coin in high grade is remarkable, as most error coins of this type were likely discovered in circulation after sustaining somewhere, making pristine examples the ultimate prize. Market value for a certified example reflects its legendary status. For a specimen graded MS 64 red or MS 65 red by PCGS or NGC, denoting a fully uncirculated coin with its original mint color. Prices routinely range from $4,000 to well over $5,500, depending on the vibrancy of the surface and the intensity of the buyer competition. One of the finest known, graded MS 66 red, could command a premium well within the upper echelon of this range in a major auction. This valuation is supported by consistent auction history and private sale data, showcasing a strong, stable demand that appreciates as new collectors enter the specialized field of modern errors and transitional varieties. For collectors, the paramount rule is authentication. Due to the prevalence of altered coins, such as removed plating or weighted zinc cores, purchasing an example without certification from PCGS or NGC is exceedingly risky. These services have the specific gravity tests and metallurgical analysis to confirm the planchet composition definitively. Acquiring such a coin requires vigilance at major national coin auctions, subscription to ErrorCoins specialty publications, and networking within clubs like the combined organizations of Numismatic Error Collectors of America, CONECA. When examining a certified example, one should review the holder's label details meticulously and understand its population report ranking. In summary, the 1982 D copper small date cent is a cornerstone of modern numismatics, a coin whose immense worth is derived from its perfect storm of historical significance, compositional intrigue, and profound scarcity. It serves as a rare, physical snapshot of the U.S. Mint in a state of operational transition, offering immense historical depth, a tangible aesthetic difference, and proven financial worth as a blue-chip error. It appeals to the historian, the error enthusiast, and the astute investor, representing a convergence of disciplines within collecting. Its future market position appears exceptionally secure, guaranteed by its finite supply and its enduring role as one of the most challenging and desirable condition rarities of the late 20th century. Next coin in the realm of modern numismatics, the 1983 LincolnCent hold a position of surprising prestige and high value, primarily due to a specific and dramatic minting error that has achieved legendary status. The object of intense focus is the 1983 DoubledDie reverse, DDR, cent, a coin whose value can eclipse that of many classic silver dollars when found in pristine condition. This error represents one of the most visually striking and well-publicized varieties of the modern era, transforming an otherwise common coin into a coveted centerpiece for specialists in die varieties and modern era collecting. Its appeal lies in the unmistakable nature of the doubling, its status as a key modern rarity, and the compelling story of its discovery, fueling a persistent and passionate demand among collectors at all levels. Historically, the 1983 cent was the second year of production for the new, copper-plated zinc composition, a change that had been fully implemented after the transitional chaos of 1982. Minted in the billions for circulation, the year was intended to represent the new normal for the denomination, a lightweight, cost-effective coin. The creation of the DoubledDie reverse was an unintended consequence of the minting process, a result of a misaligned hub during the creation of a working die that imparted a dramatic duplicated image. This error slipped through quality control at the Philadelphia Mint, lacking a mint mark, and entered circulation, where sharp-eyed collectors began to unearth examples, creating a numismatic sensation that highlighted how significant varieties could still emerge in the age of mass production. The unique feature of this coin is a pronounced doubling visible on the reverse, primarily affecting the inscriptions United States of America and $0.01, as well as the architectural details of the Lincoln Memorial. The doubling is not a minor mechanical displacement, but a clear, shelf-like duplication that is readily apparent without magnification, giving the lettering a bold, shadowed appearance. On the highest grade specimens, this dramatic error is complemented by stunning, original mint luster. The surfaces, when preserved in gem uncirculated condition, exhibit brilliant, frosty devices over mirror-like fields, with a rich red color of a freshly minted copper coin, making the doubled elements stand out with striking clarity. Rarity for the 1983 DDR is significant, though it exists in greater numbers than some of the ultra-rare transitional errors of 1982. However, its condition rarity is what separates the exceptionally valuable from the merely interesting. While thousands of circulated examples exist, those surviving in grades of MS65 red or higher are exponentially scarcer. The vast majority of these error coins were pulled from circulation after years of use, resulting in bag marks, abrasions, and diminished color. Consequently, a specimen that retains its full, vibrant original surface and sharp strike, effectively representing a coin that was saved almost immediately upon discovery, is a considerable rarity that commands premier prices. The market value for 1983 DoubledDie reverse cent is sharply stratified by condition. A well-worn but identifiable example may trade for under $100, serving as an affordable entry point. However, for a coin certified MS65 red by PCGS or NGC, values ascend rapidly into the range of $2,800 to $3,400. A truly superlative example, graded MS66 red, representing one of the finest known, can command prices approaching $5,000 or more in a competitive auction setting. This valuation is driven by its prominence as a top 10 modern variety, its dramatic visual appeal, and the robust demand from collectors assembling high-grade LincolnCent variety sets, ensuring a strong and liquid market for premium examples. For collectors, success in acquiring a high-grade example hinges on professional certification and careful evaluation. Only coins encapsulated by PCGS or NGC with the specific DDR designation should be considered, as this guarantees the authenticity of the variety. When examining a certified coin, attention should be paid to the strength and visual impact of the doubling, the richness and evenness of the red color, and the absence of distracting contact marks on Lincoln's portrait and the memorial's pillars. Acquiring such a key date variety is best done through established coin dealers with expertise in errors and varieties, or by bidding in reputable numismatic auctions where the condition and provenance are clearly documented. Ultimately, the 1983 DoubledDie reverse cent stands as a landmark issue in late 20th century American coinage, a coin whose substantial worth is built upon a perfect blend of dramatic error, historical context, and conditional scarcity. It offers a tangible piece of minting history from the modern era, significant aesthetic appeal due to its unmistakable double design, and proven financial merit as a staple of the variety market. This coin captivates both novice collectors, who are drawn to its obvious and exciting error, and seasoned specialists, who pursue it for its top-tier status in a demanding set. Its position in the numismatic canon is secure, promising enduring interest and value as a defining modern rarity that continues to be sought after with great enthusiasm.